body mindfully today. And then lastly, we'll shift our awareness down into the lower half of the body, letting go of any tension around the hips, the legs, and the feet. Just kind of let the surfaces that are beneath your body support you. We'll take a couple more cleansing breaths. So you'll inhale deeply through the nose, maybe even pausing at the top of your inhale. And then open your mouth, big, long, heavy sigh. Good, do that again. Nice deep breath in through the nose. Nice, long, heavy sigh, letting everything go. When you're ready, sit up a little bit straighter in your chair. You don't have to open your eyes unless you'd like to. Otherwise, I invite you just to kind of listen to my words. We're going to start to move our head and necks a little bit here. So just kind of letting your hands relax on your lap. Eyes opened or closed, turn your head as far as you feel comfortable to the right. Slowly move it back to the center, and then move it to the left as far as you feel comfortable. Move back to the center. One more time, moving to the right. Just beginning to find some movement and length into the neck. Good, come back to center, and then moving to the left. And slowly making your way back to center, scooting back in your chair, lengthening your spine. So now thinking about drawing your head back so it's over the rest of your spine. So we have a tendency, because of life, to just sort of let our heads be sort of more forward, and our posture tends to round, the effects of gravity kind of taking over. So we're trying to lengthen the spine. So pulling your head back, so your head and neck are over the rest of your spine, a slight tuck to the chin, nothing too extreme. And then slowly let your chin fall down to your chest. Feel some length in the back of the neck. Come back to center, and then slowly lift your chin up towards the ceiling. Back to center, chin to your chest. Let the breath flow to the back of your neck. Come back to center, chin up. And then slowly coming back to center, again, keeping your head and neck over your spine. Take your hands, tuck them underneath your thighs, or just hold on to the bottom of your chair. Let your right ear fall to your right shoulder. A little bit of length in the neck. Tip your chin down or up if you'd like. Start to explore some length in the rest of your neck muscles. And if you find a spot as you're kind of moving back and forth, if you start to feel some particular tightness or stiffness, you can hold that. And then maybe take a couple of breaths into that spot. And slowly coming out of it, bringing your head back to center, sitting tall. We'll drop our left ear to the left shoulder. So not looking to cause pain, looking to find length and space today. Tipping your chin down towards your armpit or up towards your shoulder. Doing what feels good for you. And you might notice that as you're stretching both sides of the neck here, that maybe a particular position of your head feels different or needs more of a stretch on one side versus the other. So normal to have some differences from side to side. Good, slowly coming back to center. Go ahead and scoot your body towards the edge of your chair. Come into seated mountain pose. So you can kind of step out the legs a little bit, maybe just march so you can kind of feel the ground beneath your feet. Or you can do some of that toe heel rocking where you're sort of shifting your weight from your toes to your heels, because I want you to kind of connect to the ground here. And then same thing with your pelvis. So kind of shift your weight around a little bit. A lot of times we have a side of our body that kind of feels more stiff, or maybe we have pain. We don't even notice that we have 75% of our weight maybe on one side. So I want you to try to even things out as much as you can. Once again, pull your head back over the rest of your spine. Palms are going to go forward. We're thinking about space here across the chest and the shoulders. So I want you to imagine that your collarbones are getting longer. And they're going to get longer because you're going to pull your shoulder blades together in the back. Good. Looking straight ahead. So this is that seated mountain pose. So this is an active pose. So now we got to try to wake up a little bit, right? So palms are forward, top of the head lifts up, belly is slightly in. Good. On an inhale, raise your arms up towards the ceiling, look up. Think about reaching through your fingertips. So I want to see big, wide hands here. Reach through the fingertips. Good. Big exhale, hands come to heart center. Good. 2 more times. Inhale, reaching up. Keep the arms up over the head. Reach through your fingertips, tops of the shoulders, relax. Good. Exhale, hands pressed together at heart center. Good. 1 more time. Inhale, reaching up, reaching through the hands, relaxing the tops of the shoulders. Get tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Next, as you inhale, I want you to grab a hold of your hands up over your head. So you're kind of pressing your palms up towards the ceiling. Lift your chin up and sit up as tall as you can. So you're going to come into a seated cow pose. So I almost want you to think about letting your tailbone kind of stick out, your chest lift, your back straighten. Then as you exhale, palms forward, let your back round. So I'll turn to the side so you can see, like you're a big giant letter C. Belly pulls in, chin to the chest. Good, we're going to alternate those 2 poses. Inhale. Sweep the arms up. So your arms are kind of your leverage to help you get your spine a little bit straighter. Sit as tall as you can. Big exhale, tuck and round. Chin to your chest. Good. Inhale, sit tall. So we're all going to move differently here, right? So you're just going to do what you can do for your body today. Exhale, tuck and round, chin to the chest. Starting to warm up the spine a little bit, yogis. Inhale, sit tall. Chest up, chin lifts, tail lifts. Exhale, tuck and round. Seated cat. Good, a few more times. Inhale, sit tall, look up, seated cow. Exhale, tuck and round, seated cat. Again, inhale, sit tall, look up, seated cow. Exhale, tuck and round, seated cat. Good, come back to a neutral spine. So you're halfway between those 2 poses. You're gonna step your legs out nice and wide. Toes and feet are gonna be turned out to the side a little bit. Deep breath in. I want you to sweep your right arm up and over, kind of resting your forearm on that left leg, side stretch. Good. Come back to center. Take a little break. Breathe in. Get tall. Exhale. Stretch it over. So all the things that we're doing today, remember those are invitations. So there's no requirements. If something doesn't feel right for you, just modify for your body. Breathe in. Sit tall. Exhale the arm down. Once again, top of the head lifts up. Inhale the left arm up by the ear. Exhale, tip it over to the right. So here we're stretching all along the side of our trunk. If you have your forearm on your thigh, that's fine, but I don't want you to collapse onto it. So you're still sitting up nice and straight. Good. Inhale, come back to center, nice and tall, lengthen your spine. Exhale, tip it over. Beautiful. Inhale. This time I want you to come back to center. Reach both arms all the way out. Send your knees out, or send your knees out straight. So seated starfish pose. Take up as much space as you can. So fingers are spread nice and wide. Your feet are out to the side. Your feet are flexed. Good. Now I want you to exhale, curl into a ball. So you're going to step your feet in, step your arms, forward bend. So like a supported forward fold, like you're curling your body into a nice tight ball. Good, we're gonna do it again. Inhale, step everything out, nice and big, take up as much space as you can, seated starfish pose. Good. Good, much space as you can, fingers spread wide. Exhale, pull everything in, round your back, supported forward fold. Good, last time, deep breath in, step it all the way out. Want to see your heels on the floor if you can. Kind of pull your toes back so you have a little bit of activation in your lower legs. Good, last time, exhale, forward fold. This time, if it works for you, reach for the floor. So if you can forward bend a little bit more and that feels good for your body, great. If you like your forearms on your thighs, that's fine too. Okay, beautiful. So depending on where you are, let's come back up to our forearms on our thighs. And I want you to keep your right arm on your thigh. I want you to take your left arm and reach it back and just kind of look over at it. So mildly bent forward, and then we're going to turn a little bit. Good. Come back to that supported forward bend. This time you're going to leave your left arm on your thighs. Take your right arm, reach it back. Look at it. A little bit of twisting in the spine. Trying to move our spine in all directions. Good. Big exhale, forward fold. Reach for the floor. Let your back round. Good. Slowly come up. Deep breath in. I want you to bring your hands to your chair. Right underneath your shoulders. Okay? You're going to press your hands into the chair. So I want you to imagine if you were driving your hands down to press your chin up. Almost like you're going to lift your butt up off the chair. Lift your chin, pull your shoulder blades together. But hands are going to press into the chair. If it's available to you and you'd like an additional challenge, you're going to lift your hips up. Okay? That's not going to work for everybody, so that's fine, but you're pressing your weight into your hands, shoulder blades pulled together, chin lifts, and then if you want, it's a reverse plank variation. Good. Opening the throat, the chest. Yeah, either way, your chin is up. Lift your chin up. So you're thinking about stretching across your chest and shoulders. And don't worry about lifting your butt up off the chair. Not a requirement. Only do it if you feel comfortable doing it. Good. Very nice. If you lifted your hips up, set them down. Good. And this time I want you to try grabbing a hold of the sides of your chair. So obviously we all have different chairs. Right? I did not mail everybody a chair today. So go ahead and grab a hold of the side or the back of your chair, wherever you can. So your arms are back, your hands are back a little bit behind your shoulders. And then same thing again, pull your shoulder blades together. So where are your shoulder blades? Remember they're back here, okay? So here's your shoulder blades, and I want you to imagine them coming together and down your back. And you can do that by sort of reaching your hands down the chair, lifting your chin up and lifting your chin. So remember how we talked about stretching across the front body? Because our posture gets kind of cruddy and it looks like this. So we're doing that opposite. So kind of thinking about puffing your chest out, lifting your chin, relaxing your face. Good. As you exhale, slowly come out of it. Come back to that seated mountain pose. Nice job today, yogis. Right towards the edge of your chair, seated mountain pose. So your feet are going to be about hips distance apart. As you inhale, raise your arms up, float your heels. Can you float your heels? So So lift your heels up. Good. Exhale, heels down, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway, flat back. Remember our perching forward from the side, it looks like this, so our back is flat. Exhale, forward fold, let your back round. Press into your feet, lift your heels up, come all the way up with your trunk. Lift your heels up too, raise your arms up, multitasking today. Good, exhale, hands to heart, heels are still up. Heels are up if you want, okay? Inhale, arms are up, heels are up. Exhale, heels down, forward bend. Inhale, lift up halfway. So like your trunk is 45 degrees over your thighs here, your back is straight. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, heels up, bring your trunk up. Lift your arms up over your head. Exhale, hands to heart. This is a sun salutation modified, okay? Heels are down. Nice long posture. Doing it again. Inhale, sweep up, heels up. Exhale, forward fold, heels down. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, heels up. Come all the way up. Look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good, nice job, yogis. From here, we're gonna step our legs out wide, okay? Let's actually take our right leg, turn our right foot to the right wall, okay? So you're gonna turn your right leg out to the side, your right foot, your right knee, just like that. Can you do that? Let's practice it. Bring it in, step it in, nice and big. Good. Step and turn it out. So you're kind of warming up that hip a little bit. Couple times. This is like getting in and out of the car, right? Got to be able to lift that leg up. Coming back. Good. Do it again. Step it out, turn it out. All right, now what should we do with this leg? Let's take it out back. So take it this way, toes towards me. So right toes to the right wall, your left toes are going to be facing straight ahead. Try to get this knee straight if you can. I want you towards the edge of your chair as much as you can, okay? Right towards the edge of your chair. Shoulders are over your hips, nice and tall. Good. As you breathe in, I want you to bring your arms up to shoulder height, palms up to the sky. You're doing what I'm doing. I am a mirror of you, so your body should look like you're in a mirror with me. Okay, so check your body position. Got it? This is Warrior 2 variety. Look over your right hand. We'll stretch through the neck. Good. Palms are still up today, so lots of heart opening. Lots of opening through the chest. Good. Breathe. Come back to center. Look straight ahead. Turn the palms down. Good. Bring that left foot in so it looks almost like your right foot. Palms are down, arms are out to the side. I want you to do some backwards arm circles. Only as wide or as big as you feel comfortable. Okay, just moving it backwards again, thinking about opening across the collarbones. Your legs should be in this wide stance position. Good. On an inhale, I want you to come up to goalpost arms. Palms are forward. Good. Open and close your hands a few times. Legs are still nice and wide. So you have knees out, feet turned out. Open and close your hands. Good. Keep them nice and wide if you can. Toes are out. Good. So try to shift your weight a little bit. I want you to feel like you have equal weight on both your sit bones here. Where are the sit bones? Okay, I want you to lift your toes up. Can you lift your toes up? So you're grounding through your heels, lifting your toes up. Good. Pressing those heels into the floor. You're feeling those shoulders a little bit, right? Good. Feet down. arms down. Give them a little break. Shoulder rolls back. Loosening up those shoulders. Good. Shoulder rolls forward. Of course, we're doing it again. Ready? Sit nice and tall. Deep breath in. Goalpost arms. Exhale to here. Now you're going to lift your heels up. You got to have those feet underneath you. So heels are up. You're lifting up to the ball of your foot. Stay there. Good. Open and close those hands a few times. Good. Then hold them open. Heels are up. You're grounded through the balls of your feet. Good. Awesome job. Exhale. Heels down, arms down. Good. Deep breath in. I want you to send your arms straight ahead. Exhale, palms up, shoulder blades together, lift your chin. Still keeping your legs nice and wide. Good. Breathe in. Exhale, bring your hands back towards me. Fingers forward. Breathe in, sit tall. Exhale, open up, shoulder blades together. Feet are still nice and wide. Good. Breathe in, exhale, hands back forward. Good. Release your hands down. Couple shoulder rolls back. So you should be feeling a little bit in the shoulders because you're activating those muscles around your shoulders. Couple shoulder rolls back. Good. This time I want you to step both your feet in like you would for mountain pose. Hands can be on your thighs. Now we're going to take your left leg. You're going to step it out and in a couple of times. Kind of warming up that hip, getting some blood flow to that hip joint. Yep. In and out. Good. Turning that foot out to the side. Next time I want you to step it out big. Turn your foot out to the side. Okay? Get towards the edge of your chair because you're going to need to do that. And take that right leg and send it out nice and long, your toes facing forward. So remember what I said about we're mirrors, we're a mirror. Okay? So your body should look like you're mirroring me. So your left toes are to the left wall. Your right leg is out straight, toes towards me. Sit up tall. You sit up as tall as you can, shoulders over your hips. Deep breath in. We're going to bring our arms up to shoulder height, but we're going to turn our palms up towards the ceiling. Good. Look over your left hand. This is a Warrior Two variation. Pausing and breathing. Relaxing your face, relaxing the tops of your shoulders. So we're not hugging our shoulders up to our ears. We're keeping our neck relaxed. Looking over that front hand. Pausing and breathing here. Noticing how you feel. Relax your face. Good. Go ahead and turn the palms down. Keep looking over that left hand. As you exhale, release your arms. Turn back towards me. Legs are going to come, step in a little bit, just like you did. So you're in sort of that toed out, knees out, toes out position like we did before. Good. And then just kind of rock heels to toes a little bit. So however that looks for you. You can do one leg at a time. You can do both feet at a time. So heels up, toes up, nice and tall. Good. And I want you to hinge forward a little bit. Take your hands to your inner thighs and just press your knees out slightly. So you should feel a little stretch through your inner thighs. Good. Slowly come back to center. Step your feet in. I want you to take that right leg and pull it across your left leg like you're bringing it to your opposite shoulder, okay? So we're going to pull it a diagonal. So we're going to take our right knee and pull it towards our left shoulder. And we're all going to have different variations of motion with this, so don't force it if it doesn't feel good. This is where you could grab a hold of your towel a little leverage behind that leg. If you need a little bit of leverage, that's a good place to do it. You might even feel that stretch a little bit better that way if it's too hard to use your hands, okay? So getting a stretch through your butt, your glute, and your outer hip. Good, maybe we could circle our ankle a little bit here. And then slowly bring it down, okay? Release it. We're gonna take we're gonna take our opposite leg now, and we're gonna pull it across. So pulling it across our body here. So just like you did, you wanna grab a hold of your knee or your shin. You can do that, you're pulling it at a diagonal. Getting a stretch through your glute and your outer hip. Circle out that ankle if you'd like. And then slowly bring it back. Good, come back to that seated mountain pose. If you'd like to come to standing for a few poses today, go ahead and come to standing. And once you come to standing, I want you to pedal out your feet a little bit. And we're gonna bring the chair in front of us today. This is a good time for a water break. So we're gonna stand right behind our chair so we can put both hands on the chair for balance, okay? So as you come to standing, and if you're not comfortable coming to standing, that's fine, you can stay in sitting. So you're gonna bring your hands to your chair, and then we're gonna take our feet and we're gonna step them out wider than our chair, okay? And I want you to turn your left toes to have them facing me. So left toes are gonna be towards me. Right toes are gonna turn to the right. Got it? And then I want you to just start to bend your right knee so it comes over your ankle a few times. And you're holding the chair, you're still keeping your posture nice and long, so don't collapse your trunk here, right? So we're tall, we're always thinking about our posture. Look down at that right knee now, and I want you to stop it from bending when it gets over your ankle. So don't let it go past your toe, just so it's over your ankle. Feel that there? I want you to pull the outer part of your knee kind of out to the side. So if I look down at my foot, I should be able to see my big toe. You see your big toe down there? And you're holding, your other knee is straight. Good, let's bring one arm out, palm up. Either arm. You're looking at me though, remember we're mirrors. You're looking straight at me. Good, switch which arm you have up. Palm up. And then take a look over that right hand if that's the one that's up. Look over that right hand. Good, warrior two. Straighten your front knee, so straighten your right knee, sweep that right arm back. Reverse triangle. So straightening your knee now, kind of sending your arm back, good, beautiful. Foot position is the same, okay? So foot position is the same. Getting a little bit more of a side stretch. Good, and then slowly release your hands back to your chair. Turn both of your toes, both your feet are gonna face me, straight ahead. And then I want you to come down either both arms on your chair or put your hands on your seat pan of your chair for a modification of a forward bend. Kind of press your hips back so you're reaching through your sit bones, you're pressing the weight back on your heels. So from the side it looks like this. See, I got my chair back here. So if I'm more flexible, I might bring my hands down to my seat. But if I'm not as flexible, then I might just be right here. And you can sort of bend and straighten your knees a little bit too, or you can shift your weight from your toes to your heels to kind of feel the stretch a little bit differently. So this is going to stretch out through your low back a little bit, and then primarily the back of the thighs. Those hamstring muscles, they get tight when we sit a lot. Avoiding pain or discomfort. So just kind of breathing into the back of the legs. Good. And then if you've had enough of that, let your knees bend a little bit, and then slowly kind of walk your arms up your chair. Shift your weight a little bit from side to side so you're kind of loosening up. And then this time, keep your legs out nice and wide so you have your right toes towards me. And we're going to turn our left toes to the left. Okay, so left toes are to the left wall. Just repeating what we did on the first side. So left toes are to the left wall. We're going to start to bend and straighten that knee on the left. Just kind of bend and straighten, warm it up a little bit. How's your posture though right now? Big, nice tall posture, long spine, good. Look down at that left knee. Bring it right over your ankle. And then I want you to look down at it again. If your knee's kind of buckling in towards like your arch, I want you to see if you can kind of bring that knee towards the outer part of your foot. So you can still see your big toe. Good. One arm up, palm up towards the ceiling. Shoulders are over your hips, belly is in. If you're in sitting, it's totally fine, doing the same postures. Should be similar because we did them sitting as well. Good. Switch hands. Look over that left hand. Belly is in. Good. If it's available to you, turn the palms down, one or both arms up to shoulder height, looking over the left hand, warrior two. Good. Turn that left palm back up. Take a breath in. As you exhale, straighten your left knee and bring that arm back. So you're getting a little bit of a side stretch. Reverse triangle. Good. Keep breathing. Try not to hold your breath. As you exhale, bend back that left knee. Bring the arm back to shoulder height. Warrior two. So one or both arms, right? You choose. If you need the chair for balance, then your hand is there. Good. Let your arms relax. One or both hands to the chair. Straighten that left knee. And then just kind of bring your feet in just a hair closer. We're still going to keep them nice and wide. Remember how we had our feet and our knees turned out to the side and sitting? So we're going to assume that same position but in standing. So I'm going to scoot my chair so you can see me a little bit. Feet are going to be wider than shoulder width, or at least shoulder width. Okay? You can have the chair in front of you, or you can scoot it to the side. Nice and tall. So stand up tall, top of the head is up. You're pulling your head back in line with your spine. Breathe in. Raise your arms all the way up, one or both arms. As you exhale, bend your knees, goalpost arms. Okay? Horse or goddess. Okay, that's what this is called. Belly is in, very similar position to what we did in sitting. And then if it works for you, I want you to kind of shift your weight a little bit from side to side. If you're like, no, I'm not doing that, then you're just going to hold it. Okay, you can do this in sitting. Same thing in sitting. But we're still holding it, yep. Got that little bend in the hips and knees. Deep breath in, starfish pose. So hands are going to go out nice and wide. Take up as much space as you can. Good. Exhale, sit it down. So goalpost arms, squat it down, belly in. Good. If you want a challenge, you ready for it? You can have one hand on the chair. Alternate toes up. Okay? If that's not available to you, don't worry about it. Okay? Just hold. Good. Deep breath in. Starfish pose. Take up space, yogis. Good. Last time. Exhale. Sit it down. Tummy in. Hands are wide. Belly is in. Maybe you try lifting one heel up. Even if you're not getting any movement, just think about lifting a heel. Okay? Feeling that in the legs a little bit. Yes? Deep breath in. Starfish pose. Good. Big exhale. Release your arms down. Step those feet in. Kind of pedal out the feet a little bit. And then I want you to take your chair, if you're not already facing it, face your chair back. And we're going to take a staggered stance. So I want you to send one leg back and press your heel into the floor. Okay? This one will be a little bit harder to do in sitting. So if you're in sitting, you can take any other poses that feel good for you. So what we're looking to stretch is our calf. Where's our calf? It's that lower leg muscle. So the goal is to kind of stagger your feet and press your heel down on that back foot, and then sort of start to shift your weight a little bit forward towards your front leg. You could let that back knee bend just a little bit. That's going to let that stretch come closer to your heel. If you don't have a lot of flexibility in the ankle, you might not need to lean into it very much before you feel that stretch. Okay, step the back leg in. Switch sides. So again, you're in sort of a lunge position. You're pressing your heel to the floor, and then you're kind of shifting that weight onto your front leg. It's going to look different for everybody, but you're looking to find that stretch in the back of the lower leg. You can let your knee bend a little bit on that back leg, and that's going to shift the stretch more towards your heel. Good. When you're ready, step that back leg in. Good. Pedal out those feet. Go ahead and take a few shoulder rolls in the backwards direction. Once again, opening up the chest and shoulders. And then we'll come back to mountain pose in standing. If you're sitting, you're going to take mountain pose in sitting. So I want you to bring your feet about a fist distance apart. So I want you to look at your fist, and then I want you to pretend like you're putting your fist between your feet. It's pretty narrow. See? If you can stand with your feet about a fist distance apart, a little balancing. And then I want you to rock or shift your weight from toes to heels a little bit. Just kind of feel the ground beneath you. Notice how you feel in standing. And then really lengthen your spine. So lift the top of your head up, pull your belly button in, and then try to get equal weight on both of your feet. And I want you to just stand there. Palms are forward, active standing pose. If you want an additional challenge, you're gonna close your eyes. You can have your fingertips on your chair if you'd like. So if you're closing your eyes and you don't feel very comfortable, then use your chair back. And you can stop shifting your weight, just hold. Very good, yoga friends. All right, when you're ready, you can open up your eyes. Go ahead and take a seat in your chair. And then many of you have been doing some form of yoga for a while. So I want you to take the next 5 or 6 breath cycles, and I want you to just find any other stretches or poses that might feel good for you, okay? So if you want to take a wide leg forward fold, if you want to recline back over your chair, kind of open your heart a little bit more. Maybe you want to do some more neck stretches. Maybe you're like, I'm good. And you can just kind of settle into your chair and relax, okay? Maybe grab a drink of water. So just kind of mindfully check in with yourself. See if there's any other positions or poses that you'd like to take before we move into our final relaxation. Great job, yoga friends. And then just kind of finishing what you're on, slowly making your way back into a comfortable seated position, letting the ground and the chair support you just like we did at the beginning of our practice today. So I want you to kind of settle your back against the chair, maybe let your feet stretch out. We'll just do a brief relaxation here. We took kind of a long full body relaxation at the beginning of our practice today. So just kind of reconnect with your chair and the ground. We'll take a couple of cleansing breaths. So inhaling through the nose, big heavy sigh through the mouth. Just closing your eyes or taking your gaze down. I want you to let everything relax. So no tension, just let the chair support you, let the ground support you. Relax your face and your jaw. Take a moment of gratitude for your body and everything it does for you, no matter what limitations you have. And just pause everything. Enjoy a few moments of quiet.